Hi guys! We're going to start learning about the letters of the alphabet and the sounds that the letters make each day this week. Eventually, in the next few weeks, we're going to be able to take those letters that we learn about and form them into words. But before we can do that, we need to make sure we know exactly what each letter looks like and exactly what sound that they make. Okay? But before we get started learning about a letter today, I want us to go through and review each letter of the alphabet. Can you find your handwriting strip at the top of your lesson? Good. You should have located this strip right here at the top of your lesson that has each letter of the alphabet and has a picture that goes with each letter. Those pictures are to help you remember the sounds that those letters make. Okay? What I want us to do next is go through each letter and say the name of each letter. When we do that, I want you to be very careful not to sing the song that you've learned to go with the alphabet. We want to make sure that we really know what those letters are, and if we're singing it, sometimes we just sing it by habit and not necessarily knowing exactly what we're talking about. Okay? So I want you to find the letter A on your alphabet strip. It's the very first letter and it has a picture of an apple underneath it. Can you find it and point to it for me? Good. Now, what we're going to do is go through each letter, and as we say the name of each letter, I want you to move your finger along the alphabet strip as you say it. Okay? We're going to go slow today, and each day we'll get a little bit faster, okay? All right, here we go. Your finger should be on letter A. All right, here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Very good. Today we're going to be talking about the letter K. Can you find the letter K on your alphabet strip? The letter K is towards the middle of your alphabet strip, and it should look just like the K that you see here, and it has a picture of a red kite underneath it. The letter K makes the K sound, just like you hear at the beginning of the word kite, and that's why kite is the key word picture for the letter K. It helps you remember every time you see this red kite, you need to be thinking about the K sound that the letter K makes. Okay? What sound does the letter K make? It makes the K sound. Very good. All right, the letter K can be written in two ways. It can be written in a capital letter, like you would see at the beginning of someone's first name, like Kylie or Kevin or Kira, or some other name that starts with a K. They would have a capital letter at the beginning of their name. But if it was in the middle of their name, like for example Jake or Luke, it would have a little k or a lowercase k. So this is the capital K. Notice the capital K goes from the top line to the bottom line, and then it starts at the dash line and goes all the way up to the top and then all the way up to the bottom again. Okay? The lowercase k goes up to the top and bottom line, but on the second part, it just goes to the dash line instead of going all the way up to the top. And that's how you can tell the difference in a capital K and a lowercase k. Okay? All right, we're going to practice next trying to find the letter K. All right, look right underneath your handwriting strip on your lesson and find the little binoculars. Okay? This is going to be our letter find section of our lesson. In this section, we're going to practice locating the letter that we're talking about, which is which letter? The letter K. Okay? I want you to look at the top row of letters. These are all capital letters. What I want you to do is practice finding the capital letter K in this line, and I want you to circle each letter that is the capital letter K. We're just going to do that first row this time, okay? So get your pencil, and I want you to circle the letter K. Go ahead and do that now. And there's going to be more than one, so make sure you're looking carefully. Okay, now let's count how many K's you should have found. Okay, remember we're just counting the ones that are circled because that should be the letter K that you've circled. All right, let's count. 1, 2, 3. Very good. If you circled 3 K's, then you got the first one right. Give yourself a pat on the back if you did it right. Good job. All right, now look at the second row. In this row, we're going to be doing almost the same thing, but instead of circling the capital letter K, we're going to circle the lowercase letter K. Okay? So all of the letters in this row are lowercase letters, but we're only looking for the lowercase K. Okay? So grab your pencil and go ahead and circle each lowercase K in the second row. Do it now. All right, let's count how many lowercase k's you found in the second row. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Very good. You should have counted 3 lowercase k's. Now, let's decide how many k's there are in total in the 2 rows together. Okay, so let's count. Put your finger on that very first capital K and let's count all the K's, the capital K's and the lowercase k's. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We found 6 K's in total in the first 2 rows of our letter find. Good job. Okay. Put your finger on the first place ribbon underneath the 2 rows of letters that we just circled. Anytime you see this first place ribbon, we need to think about the sound that you hear first in a word. Okay? Put your finger on the picture of the king. Listen as I say the name of the picture, and I want you to think about the very first sound you hear in the word. All right? Here we go. King. King. What was the first sound you heard in the word king? You should have heard the k sound because king begins with the letter K. All right? Move your finger to the right and put it on the next picture and listen as I say the name of the word. Key. Key. What was the first sound that you heard in the word key? You should have heard the k sound because key begins with the letter K, which has the k sound. Good. Move your finger to the next picture. Listen as I say the word. Kids. Kids. What is the very first sound you heard in the word kids? You should have heard the k sound because kids begins with the letter K. Good. All right, move your finger to the next picture. Listen as I say the word. Kite. Kite. What was the very first sound you heard in the word kite? You should have heard the k sound because kite begins with K. And that one should sound familiar because remember, the word kite is the key word for the letter K. All right, one more to go. Put your finger on the last picture. Kangaroo. Kangaroo. What's the very first sound you heard in the word kangaroo? You should have heard the k sound because kangaroo begins with the k sound. Good job. Now what I want you to do is pick up your pencil and I want you to practice tracing the letter K underneath each picture. Notice the first two have the numbers 1, 2, and 3 with arrows. Those are to help you know which way to go to form the letter K and which one to start with. So you'll start with the letter 1 and go down. Start with the letter 2 and go down and to the left to the dotted line. And then start with the letter 3 and go down and to the right to the bottom line. You'll practice it 2 times with the arrows, and then I want you to practice it on the 2 dotted ones without the arrows, and then I want you to practice it 1 time on your own. Okay? Go ahead and do that now.